News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Nathan Hager.
And I'm Karen Moscow.
Well, Karen, the change to the upside for stocks comes as the U.S. moves closer to trade deals with major trading partners. In fact, this morning, China confirmed further details of a trade framework with the U.S. in recent days, echoing sentiments from Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick heard on Bloomberg's Balance of Power.
That deal was signed and sealed 2 days ago.
Bloomberg's Jill Deesa says Section 899 in the tax cut bill had sparked fears on Wall Street and beyond that it would have made it much more expensive for foreign individuals and companies to invest in the U.S.
Nathan, Donald Trump is once again criticizing Fed Chair Jay Powell for not cutting interest rates. The president spoke during a tax bill event at the White House.
And if we had a person over at the Fed that would lower interest rates a little bit, that would be helpful, too. It's hard to believe this is on top of, we have to fight this guy. He's not doing the job.
Earlier this week in congressional testimony, Jay Powell suggested the Fed will remain on hold for now because of the higher inflation outlook.
Turning to the latest developments in the Middle East now, Karen, Iran is denying that it's holding nuclear talks with the U.S. next week. President Trump said there would be negotiations when he left this week's NATO summit. But Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi told state television speculation about new discussions should not be taken seriously. Meantime, the Senate has received its first closed-door briefing on last weekend's U.S. airstrikes on Iran's underground nuclear facilities. Republican Lindsey Graham says he is satisfied with how the White House has described it.
Obliterated is a good word for me to use. I can tell people in South Carolina nobody is going to work in these three sites anytime soon. They're not going to get into them anytime soon. Their operational capability was obliterated.
But Democrat Adam Schiff of California says he still has questions.
We need a lot more information to make any kind of determination of whether the Iranian program was set back by a short period, a middle period, or a longer period.
Now, for his part, Iran's foreign minister says the damage to the nuclear facilities was considerable and serious, and he says Iran does not currently intend to allow UN inspectors in to do their own assessment.
Nathan, let's get the latest now in the New York City Mayor's Race. Eric Adams has officially kicked off his re-election campaign as an independent.
I'm so proud to be here to say to the people of the city of New York, I am seeking re-election to be your mayor of the city of New York.
And Mayor Adams dropped out of the Democratic primary after he faced federal corruption charges that were later dismissed. And after Democratic socialist Zohran Mamdani's stunning win in the first round of that primary, sources tell Bloomberg News the man who came in second, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, has no plans to drop out. That means Cuomo's name will also appear on the November ballot as an independent. Now, some of Wall Street's elites are looking for options. Billionaire Bill Ackman posted on X looking for suggestions for the best centrist to take on Mamdani. The former Democrat turned Trump supporter says if someone's ready to raise their hand, he'll take care of the fundraising.
Let's turn to markets now. Karen, futures are higher as we close out the trading week. In fact, stocks enter today's session near all-time highs. One stock giving the S&P 500 a boost is Nike. Those shares are up about 9.5% pre-market. In its latest earnings report, the sportswear company said its year-long sales decline is starting to ease.
And that's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Karen Moscow.
I'm Nathan Hager, and this is Bloomberg.